All right, we are up and at 'em. You guys want to say something?
I always wanted to
Something.
be famous. I always wanted to be famous.
Hey
I always
all,
wanted to be famous.
I'm Kermit Dale. What's up, guys?
Give
All
us
right.
some money.
Yeah, we got plenty. So yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's great. We only need 3 to play, so anything beyond that is gravy. That is about it. So you'll see in the column over there on the right, if you zoom out, there's my name, my DCI number for your log sheets. And then you go down, there's the title of the game, Down the River of the Snakes. There's the adventure code if you care about that stuff. We're going to be running for 2 hours, so the game rewards are listed down there. You guys are going to get, per season 8, 2 advancement checkpoints, 2 treasure checkpoints, 5 downtime days, and 0.5 renown, assuming you continue to pursue the goal of the adventure. If we run into a portion of the 3 hour, I'm going to bend the rules and give you 3 advancement checkpoints and treasure points. But we'll just play it by ear from there. Is there any last minute things before we start getting into the game? Anything else that needs to be taken care of before we get started?
I'm sorry, where'd you say the information was? I was looking.
It is right there on the page we are on the right hand side. You might have to zoom out to see it.
Oh, okay, I see it. Thank you.
No problem. Yep, we're all on the same page. Good. Okay, cool. It's going to take a little adjustment here for me to get used to things, but because I'm not used to having these many people or this icon's big enough. But for those of you who are showing video, I want people to be able to see that. Anyways, we're going to get started. So, if there's downtime you want to spend, you can spend it now. If there are things you want to buy, you can buy them now. Anything up to like 100 gold pieces, that's in the player's handbook. If you want a catapult, we might need to have a conversation. But that is about it. So any of that stuff you can take care of right now, and we will get started. So like I said, it's called Down the River of Snakes. I need to find out everybody's level. So, Meepo, what level is your character?
Meepo is level 4.
All right, I like that. Malphus, and I'm going to butcher people's names. I'm horrible with names, just so you know now.
Oh, you got it correct.
Okay, Malphus, what level is your character?
4.
All right, cool.
Wizard.
Awesome. Is it Keen or Kine, or how do you pronounce that?
Kien.
Kian. Okay, what level is your character?
3.
3.
Level 3.
Okay, okay, cool. Gade, what level is your character?
Gate is also level 3.
Okay, level 3. All right. Malaris, how do you pronounce that?
that's Malaris and level 2.
2. Okay. Malaris. All right. And I don't know. Havilar. I don't know. S. How do you pronounce that? What level is your character? I can't get my mic to unmute. Okay. Level 2 Warlock. All right. Cool. That's interesting. Have you poked? Well, you guys try and help him. I'm not going to spend my time trying to do that because I need to. But if you want to help him out, try and fix his problem there, that'd be cool. And it looks like somebody's already doing that. So, Gade, I appreciate it. But I got to run the game. So let me calculate your APL so we get to see how much fun I get to have. And stuff like that. Oh, it's over here. I'll put it in here. Okay. 4 plus 4 plus 3 plus 2 divided by 5. 3.6. Awesome. And you are 5 players. Okay, so you are considered a strong party. Great. Alright. So this basically tells me how to stage things up or down in the modules. They're nice enough to have that stuff. We don't care about any of this. We're not going to do any of the faction stuff. Really. Okay. So, what has happened is there's a part 1 to this module that can always be played standalone, but there's a part 1 of this module, and that actually got canceled. It was on Wednesday. But what has happened is you came into the old city around the main city there, and people were being afflicted with some type of illness or something like that, and they were starting to transform, and it was your job to root out what the cause was of this, and you discovered it was a curse spread by the Yuan-Ti, and they're basically trying to transform many people in the old city into more Yuan-Ti. So you found out that there is a ritual that the Yuan-Ti are conducting to make this happen. And so there was also a booster ritual that was taking place inside the old city, and you guys came in, swooped in, and stopped that ritual. And now it's your job to get to the altar of the Smoldering Eye, which is part 3 of this series. What you need to do is go across this forest, the sunken forest, I think it's called, something like that. But it consists of rough terrain and swamp and all kinds of stuff like that. It's a very unpleasant place full of very unpleasant things, but you must trek across it. So you're going to get to make choices about which way you want to go and how you want to do that. But you need to make it to this elven tower before nightfall, if at all possible. Otherwise, things are going to get very ugly. And so that's kind of the gist of the adventure. So we'll get into it. All right. So you are directed to meet with Debris. She's a local leader for Old City. You meet with her at 8 o'clock in the morning. She looks like she has not slept a wink. And so she says she has vital information for your quest, and she's getting everything arranged, and she needs a little more time. So she tells you to meet her at the north edge of town in about an hour. So like I said, any preparations that you might want to make, you are going to go into a swampy, difficult area. There are things called swamp shoes or mud boots. That's what they're called. Normally, if you're in difficult terrain, you have to spend twice as much movement to move through a square. These mud boots make it so it's like normal terrain and all that good stuff.
How much are these mud boots?
They are 5 gold pieces, but we're just going to ignore it because I don't care. And there's a lot of that going on, actually. 5 gold pieces I don't really care about, to be honest. And so, and it's season 8. You should really try and hold on to your money as best you can. Anyways, so anything else that you might want, if you're not quite sure what you might need in this terrain, you can give me a survival roll or a nature roll. Both would be appropriate. And I can... Or if you have questions, if you want to role play it, we can go from there too. So now is the time to prepare for your journal. Okay, roll survival, please. Okay, excellent. So basically, they have this not bug spray, but ointment that you put on yourself that will help repair the bugs, which will make your journey much more pleasant and stuff like that. You have rations, come in most packs, so if your pack doesn't have rations, like you have the priest pack for some reason, you might want to pack rations and a bedroll and stuff. I don't really care as concerning the gold pieces and stuff like that, but you do want to make sure you have it, and you should put it down in your log sheet that if you don't originally have it, it's in your log sheet. So we're all in the honor system here, so you should try and keep up that log sheet, because at any time a DM can ask to look at it if he thinks something's kind of squirrely. That's it for the most part.
Question, how much is it for those insect repellents?
It's like, a silver piece or something like that. It doesn't really list it, but it's kind of an insignificant amount of money to get some. Like I said, I don't particularly care a lot. That's about it.
Swamp.
Yes, so it's the flooded forest. So there's many types of, there's many types of terrain and topography. There's dense forest and difficult swamp. It's a bunch of nastiness, really, is what it is. People don't go out into it unless they absolutely have to, and there are a lot of bad things living in there.
Okay, I'll buy a rowboat. It's only 50 gold.
So any type of vehicle is going to... You made a survival roll, right? Or nature roll? Well, your fellow players will tell you who did roll that vehicles and mounts and horses and all that are going to be useless in this journey. Yeah, so there's not enough connecting water, and it is a swamp, and then it transitions to forest, and then it transitions back, and there's not a continuous river or anything like that going through the area that's going to allow you to use a rowboat to make things faster. Okay. Anything else before we get started? And Debris going to give you some information before you get started on your journey here.
I'll buy one antitoxin.
What? I'm sorry.
I will purchase one antitoxin if I can.
Okay.
Just, down the river, snakes. Sounds like there's going to be some snakes.
Hypothetically.
Meepo is antitoxin. Meepo don't need that.
Okay.
Meepo does think we should wait 1 hour and 5 minutes. Meepo says we make power play. Make this woman wait on us.
Well, one of the things you should know, game mechanic wise, your time will matter, because we need to measure how long it takes you to make it across the swamp, so we figure out whether or not you get into nightfall. So that reminds me. So everybody take a turn, as you will. Introduce yourself, whatever you want to share on a stream that's being streamed, and then your character and something like that, or what you think is important for people to know. So I'll let you converse here for a couple minutes if you want. Somebody go first.
How about we go in order in Roll20? So I'll go first as Meepo. So my name is Jim. My character's name is Meepo. He's the kobold from Sunless Citadel. Tired of always being killed by adventurers, or left to die by adventurers, or adventurers just suck in general. He's been raised by Tiamat, made a paladin, and sent off to go do something. He's not quite sure what. He'll figure that out later.
I'm Carmadel. I'm play as Malthus. I'm a fire genasi wizard. Well, basically, you want it in flames, point me in a direction.
Ken is a muscular dwarf that's decked out in in scale mail, carrying a large axe. He doesn't look very comfortable with the idea of heading into the swamp, but if it needs to happen, it needs to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, my name's Jay. I'm playing Gade, who is a fighter barbarian. He's human, and he was once a prince, but then ran away from his kingdom because his father wouldn't let him engage in any combat. So he wanted to test his mettle.
Hi, my name's Nat. I'm playing Malaris. Malaris is a tiefling rogue. He's very interested in the events that have been going on recently, and more bookish than you might expect from a normal rogue. Definitely when he's not looking around, just taking in the surroundings and scoping everything out. He's around taking notes on everything that's been going on and about the recent troubles the city's been having. He's meticulously taking notes on everything.
Did Havilar fix his mic problem?
Oh, he said he did.
It says yes, but I can't hear him. It says it's unmuted. Yeah, it's frustrating. Why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself and chat there, whatever you want to share. Tiefling Warlock from the city. Okay. Sounds good. Yeah, if you want to keep helping him troubleshoot that. Even if it never gets fixed and we do everything through chat, that's fine too. It's not ideal, but since when is life ideal? So we've introduced everything. Does anybody have a hard stop at after 2 hours? Anybody have another game they have to be at or anything like that in case we run over? Okay. So if it does come up and you need to leave, real life happens first, just let us know and we will go from there. You have all the awards and all that, so you should be good to go. All right. Debris comes up, and there is a tall, burly half-elf with her. He is wearing the tabard of the town watch, and he has a wolf pelt tied around his waist. He looks more like a tribal raider than a lawman. And so she talks about how important the quest is, and she has brought this person, Trell Bannon, to help you. And she starts talking, and he interrupts her, and he says, "I am Trell Bannon of the Fens." And so he starts talking about where he was raised and all that stuff we don't really care about. And then, unless you want atmosphere, just let me know. I kind of skip over that stuff. We have some magic that is going to help you get into the altar, because there's all kinds of wonderful enchantments on this altar. So that is part of the reason of why you need to get where you need to get to, is so you can use this magic before you go to the altar, which is not part of this adventure, but it's why you have a time constraint the way you do, besides not wanting to be in the flooded forest after nightfall. Okay, I
don't know this setting real well.
Yeah, so this is basically, did you catch the part about the old city and all that good stuff and what happened before this?
Yep, caught that part.
Okay, so this is in a specific area and that is designated. So Yerfam is the main castle and city, and then the old city is around it, and it's basically constructed of like ruins and tents and stuff like that, and it's where a bunch of refugees and poor congregate. So stuff like that, and a lot of people, the Wanti, are trying to transform them, so that's what you're trying to stop. So these people are enlisted you to help with this problem. So Debris gives you three things: a thin, short candle that has a pleasant smell and a spiral pattern from the top to the bottom. And then she hands you a scroll case and a map. These are the things she's going to tell you. Is nightfall. Basically what's going to happen is the next day the Wanti are going to perform the ritual to try and transform people the next night, not this night coming up. And then you need to get there and stop it. This altar that the Wanti have taken over was originally an orc temple, and the Wanti have desecrated it. So, yep. So, you can't teleport to the altar because there's all kinds of wonderful enchantments on it. Hence, you have to trek through the flooded forest. You're going to an elven watchtower. It has magical protection. And there is that scroll she points at that one of you is holding has the passphrase to get into the watchtower. And, okay. All right. So, this candle that she handed you has to be used precisely at dawn. And so you'll be protected, at least temporarily, of the evil magic at the altar. So that's what the candle is for. Boom. Once you're done at the altar, and hopefully you have succeeded and come back, there is a teleportation circle that will take you back to Garifon, so you don't have to trek back through the swamp. And then you have a crude map of the area. And then she is willing to pay you 200 gold and stuff like that, which doesn't really mean a lot to you guys at this point anymore because it's season 8. All right, so she says you need to make haste. You have about 8 hours to reach the Evan Watchtower. Darkness will fall after that, and the flood force will get much more dangerous. If you take more than 12 hours, somehow she knows this, you will not get a full night's rest. When you before you have to light the mongoose candle, so you won't get a long rest. So this has implications for the party that plays part 3 of this. And that's it. And she says, good luck.
Who's going with us to do the teleportation circle to get us back?
The teleportation will activate on its own. Basically, there's a set time window in which it'll be active or when it will turn on, and you need to be inside of it, that circle, in order to be transported back. So she says here, I don't know any of you who, if you've signed up for the altar that's taking place later today, but for those of you not, basically the teleportation circle, it's going to teleport you away. You've done your job, and then another party is going to come in. So it's your job to basically carry all this stuff and get it to the altar or the watchtower. And in reality, what it is that you're essentially, if you're not playing part 3, you're really delivering this mongoose candle in a timely manner. So if this candle doesn't get there on time, the party who comes after you is not going to get a long rest before they have to light this candle. So that'll have an implication for them and stuff like that. Obviously not as big, but okay. And there's stuff about the mongoose candle. All right. So the guy who is part of the watch, you leave debris. She waves goodbye. Good luck storming the castle, and she sends you on your way. And you follow this guy, the burly half elf, and he takes you about a 15-minute little walk to the edge of town, at the edge of the flooded forest. So you've gone down a tiny game trail to an insect-infested, stinking, wet mess called the flooded forest. The altar of the Smoldering Eye is 10 miles to the north. and he leaves you just south of a shallow algae-infested pond near a T-shaped intersection that branches off east and west around the water. My guess, and he says, my guess is either trail will get you where you're headed, whether you go east or west. And he says, I have to get back, but I can give you a few warnings. Be wary of more than just the beasts out here. There is also swamp folk, and they are not to be trusted. Stay prepared for anything. There is all kinds of stuff here in the flooded forest. And he says, whatever you do, do not stay out in the swamp past nightfall. Things will get ugly. And then he says, all right, do you guys have any... He doesn't really have any more information, although you can ask him some stuff and we can see if he would know it or not. So basically, a lot of the things that are more aggressive that wait for nighttime come out. Most people who are caught, most people who go into the flood forest in general don't return, and everyone who's been in the flooded forest after nightfall never returns. So we don't really know what happens to them. In general, this is a very dangerous place. Okay. So you have this whole part of the section is figuring out what path you want to take. You could go east, you could go west, you could go straight through the swamp to the watchtower, and you need to figure out your pace, and your pace will determine how quickly you go, and it has effects and stuff like that. So you can have a fast pace, a normal pace, and a slow pace. So right now you have these paths in front of you, so you can do some investigation, you can use nature, perception, survival to try and look down these paths and look at the flooded forest and try and figure out whatever you can about these different paths that you can take.
Does the map itself have any information about these two different paths?
Not really, it just kind of shows them going off, and it's like a lot of maps in D&D, right? You have the beginning of the trail, and then it kind of goes blank, and maybe you have a little more, and then it goes blank, and then you have like the altar in one part, and then the Elven Watchtower. So you have basic relationships, but it doesn't give you any kind of real specifics that's entirely helpful. Both paths relatively look like they'll take about the same amount of time, depending on your pace and what you run into as you go down this journey.
I check to figure out which one will be the least dangerous.
Yes, you can try and look for clues that might give you some idea about that. So give me some rolls for those different skills that I was listing, or abilities. Nature, okay. No. So cutting through the swamp would be faster, but most likely, or it could be more dangerous is the possibility. Can you assign my character sheet to me? Okay. Javier, what's your character's name? So I can do that. Havalar? Okay, let's go look over here. Hold on real quick. There it is. Alright. Edit.
Anything from my owl at the bottom. I would appreciate it. But you don't want the token on the field.
Give me the sound.
So it's daytime. Are we in direct sunlight this whole time?
Yes.
Okay.
It's the crack of the morning. You have started out at the beginning of the day, so you have the maximum amount of time, the 8 hours or so, till nightfall. So and this you're not really burning a whole lot of daylight unless you want to camp out for an hour here or something and talk about stuff. Any other roles?
What do we?
Could I maybe
Investigation, survival, and nature. What else is there?
Okay, perception. All right, so let me handle that. We did 18, right? All right, so the western path shows no sign of razorvine or any other hazardous vegetation, but it's harder to make out any tracks on the western path since it's more solid and less muddy. Let's see what else. Perception doesn't do anything of 6. Let's see. Perception of 8. It seems like more travelers choose the east path. Let's see. Well, we didn't do all these. Nature of 14. We already know that. 16. So, you find the rotting hindquarters of a crocodile. The creature's corpse has been partially burned away by some corrosive substance. Taking that evidence along with some small black scales that lie nearby, you surmise there must be a black dragon active nearby whose hunting range likely includes the entire area.
Go that way!
Dun dun dun! And you just find that... Yeah, so...
Did you say eastern route, less razorvine, most commonly taken, tracks, fewer tracks, which tells us it's more solid?
Yeah, it was the western path that has that.
So why is the eastern path taken most frequently?
You don't really know. You just know that there are more tracks that way. Seems to be more traveled, but the western path is not as muddy, so more people could be using it, but you don't see their tracks, right?
A lot of people have been disappearing, so I wouldn't take the eastern.
Eastern and western are about the same distance, according to the map.
Yep.
And straight through is faster, but it's straight through.
Uh-huh. It's straight through.
And the dragon... And we think the dragon will be, even if we take the east or the west paths, that's still his lair, or it's just in the jungle. So if we cut straight through the jungle, we risk finding dragon.
Anywhere.
Yeah, the hunting grounds of the dragon are the entire area. So it doesn't matter what path you take.
I kind of think that if it's a dragon, he probably is going to know if we're here. The question is if he cares.
Yeah. Typical dragon stuff. So you need to pick a path. I would recommend that you guys choose what you want, so that we can get started here and start having some fun.
I recommend the straight path because not many people are going to do that, so it's probably not going to be too bad. Yeah, if we do find something, it'll be dangerous. Yeah, but
well, I'm worried that like cutting through the vegetation, in addition to like possibly uprooting some nests and having to fight, have more encounters, you're also more likely to get poisoned by plants and stuff. I think the western path might be best if it seems to be the more solid and less razorvine.
Why don't we all vote in chat on Roll20?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's good, and then you guys figure out which one you want to do. Looks like West is winning.
Who is this Kanye? Is he a bard of some sort?
Would make sense. Yes, so the western path is more solid and stuff like that, but it's all difficult terrain, but you guys have your mud boots, so okay, and 1-4 straight through. So you guys are going west. Now you need to figure out your pace. If you go fast, you'll cover 2 miles an hour, roughly. But your passive perception is going to be lower. So you're more likely to stumble upon things instead of detecting them ahead of time. If you do normal, you'll cover about 1.5 miles in an hour. There's no effect for this. And then if you go slow, you'll cover 1 mile an hour, but you'll be able to use stealth to sneak ahead. You can always change your pace if you want to, but I would ask you to try and minimize that, because I have to track how long it takes you to get everywhere. And I'm not really into bookkeeping, if you can't tell already. But if you really want to change it for some reason, say you're going fast and it seems like the area is very deadly, or maybe the dragon's nearby and you want to go to slow, you can do that, right?
How fast is it total? I mean, how long? How far?
10 miles.
And we have 8 hours?
Yes, you have 8 hours to go, and stuff like that. There are set amounts of time or miles between different parts in this. So, but yeah. If you did fast, right, it would take you 5 hours without running into anything. To
Normal pace would be a
get
little
there.
bit under 7 hours, so we'll have an hour to spare.
And if you do slow, you can all hold hands and skip through the flood forest together.
Uses to hold hands.
Okay. What do you guys want to do? You want to go ahead and vote in chat? That seemed to work last time. And figure out which one you want to do. Hey, grueling pace. Anybody play Oregon Trail here?
Yeah. Yes, I'm that old.
That's the only way you could make it, I think, is just that insane pace where people would die left and right. And maybe somebody was
make
left.
sure you don't drink the water, so.
Yeah,
And
true.
Stay away from the dysentery.
Okay, 4 fast. So we're decided here. It's interesting that there are 6 votes and there are 5 people. So you guys will be going fast. Your passive perception will be lower due to that. I'm not going to tell you what it is because that would remove a lot of the fun. Anyways, something you should know is it's going to be very difficult to even take a short rest in the swamp, and you're also under time restraints. So even trying to take an hour break, which is what a short rest is, there's a good chance you'll be attacked because you're in the middle of hostile territory. And you don't really have a way to seal yourself off anywhere, at least as far as you know so far. So, just so you know. Okay, so we are off into the swamp. Everybody ready to go? If you gird your loins.
Yep.
Okay, so there's a bunch of mist, and there's trees and stones, and you are making your way. What do you guys choose? West. You're making your way west down that path. You can smell decaying vegetation and rotting meat. There's buzzing insects all over the place. You can hear cries of animals and croaking of amphibians and frogs and birds and wildlife in general. There's quite a variety of different terrain here. So the soil is treacherous, and there have been a lot of recent rains that have made it worse. Okay, so you have gone your first 3 miles, and you are going at 2, right? I need to set that. So if you're going at 1.5 hours for the first 3 miles. Okay. My bookkeeping, how exciting. All right. The first few miles of travel through the flood forest are miserable but uneventful. Your route seems to be stable enough. and you go through a bunch of different terrain. There are massive outcroppings of rock jutting up from muddy ponds, scrub-covered flatlands, giving way to tree-covered hills, and all kinds of stuff like that. But it is everything is very dark. 60 feet above your head is a thick canopy where basically no sunlight gets through for the most part. And so there is intermittent rain and a thick mist. So it is terrible traveling conditions, basically, as you make your way through there. Anybody who doesn't have night vision is going to have a very difficult time seeing. So you might want some, or dark vision, you might want some sort of light source in order for you to be able to see.
Nico was so happy to finally not be in sunlight.
Yep, so you are plunged into darkness. Yeah, so you light a torch and all that good stuff. And so you all have a very eerie feeling as you go down this trail. Hint, you could make a perception check if you want to try and figure out why it feels so eerie.
Ah!
Okay, so Mr. Molaris, you smell a very faint smell of wood smoke and decay on the wind that fades.
Can I get access to my owl? Because that's my familiar. I can roll its perception.
Yeah, you totally can. You can launch your owl and have it roll perception.
Yeah, I just need access to it. I mean,
oh, the character sheet? Did
yeah.
You
it's
made
at the very bottom.
Okay, so let's see.
Forgot all about that earlier.
Oh, it's fine. Here we go, owl.
Carmadel / Malthus.
Bull. Let's pull this down. There we go. Let's see here.
So in the meantime, while you tell that, I'll definitely tell the rest of the group about the smoke that I smell and kind of wonder aloud if this is some of the people that they've warned us about in the area.
All right, you should have access to your owl, and you do. The other thing is that you see a very quick rustling of sound of trees nearby, but it's only for a moment. And you don't notice anything else.
Sneak up to that.
Okay. Roll stealth.
Is that for everybody?
If you want to sneak up to the rustling tree or whatever vegetation. So you all feel very stealthy and stuff. As you sneak up, roll perception.
Kind of funny, the mage is the stealthiest of the group.
Yeah, it all depends on the dice roll, right? I don't know what the performance is. Okay. Anybody else?
The performance of the stealth.
I guess so. Anybody else want to roll perception? No, it's fine.
Yeah, my owl. Let me get my owl.
Natural 20. Or 23 on stealth. Okay, great. You guys don't really see anything. Might have been like a passing animal, maybe a deer or something like that. Got spooked when you got nearby. You guys are trudging rather quickly through the flooded forest, so it's a good thing. Good chance you scared wildlife. That's all you could figure, or maybe something more sinister. You don't know. But there does not seem to be anything like that right now or here anymore.
That was 3 hours in so far?
Yes, so you're 3 miles in, and you've taken an hour and a half to do that because you're going at 2 miles an hour very quickly, ludicrous speed through the flooded forest. I'm dating myself, by the way. In fact, never show this video ever again. Anyways, okay. So you are going through, and let's see. Okay, Malaris. Everybody goes storming by, and Malaris, you look down, and there's a freaking skeleton on the ground next to where you guys are going by, which everybody else missed. And so it's got tattered leather armor. It looks like it's been long buried, but was brought back to the surface by shifting marshlands. You see, strapped to a back, a quiver of holding 20 arrows, 10 of which are magical. They kind of glow a little bit. So they are 10 plus 1 arrows, and you find a silvered quarterstaff. You can sell the quarterstaff for 50 gold if you want to, and that would be for the party.
Too bad no gold anymore.
So what happens is that plus 1 arrows are a magical item, aren't they? So that unlocks that since it's part of the adventure. So now everybody and the party can spend treasure points or whatever they're called and get plus 1 arrows. So you want to put that down on your log sheet that got unlocked.
Actually, since it's a consumable, we just get it.
Oh, do you? Is it a consumable? Okay.
Yeah. Same thing with a silver quarterstaff. You can turn it into gold, or you can just keep it as a quarterstaff because it's counted as treasure still.
Yep. All right. Whatever. Okay. So you are going down the west path. That simplifies things. All right. All right. So you're trudging along at your fast pace through the forest after you found the skeleton. Let's see. Okay. Okay. So you guys are going down the path, and you go around a large rock outcropping, and there are 5 halflings torturing a boar that is impaled on a rather large sphere. They are laughing at and taunting it, and the boar does not seem to be able to get free. And when you guys come stumbling around the outcropping, they all turn and stare at you. And let's see, there's actually 4 more bandits. So there are,
Did you say they're halflings or bandits?
Halfling bandits?
Yeah, they're halflings, game-wise, mechanic-wise, they are bandits. So there are actually, let's see, 8 of them, and then a leader. Let's see.
How close are they to this boar?
So they have a long spear that seems to be specifically designed for impaling an animal like a boar, and it has a protection near the head of it to keep the boar from getting off or moving closer. So they just have it impaled, and they are basically torturing it. And so you come across stumbling around the bend, not detecting them, and they turn and look at you, and the leader pipes up and goes, "What the hell are you doing here in my swamp? You're interrupting our fun."
If you're going to eat it, just kill it. There's no need to torture that thing. We're passing through. We don't have anything to do with you.
Are you giving me my orders in my own swamp? Seriously? You dare to
I
do
make
that?
a humble request.
Meepo's mother told him not to play with his food. Meepo advises the same.
I see. Anybody else want to say anything before the real fun
Torture
starts?
that board like that as soon as they get free and attack you.
All right,
Yeah.
you have declared hostilities. Everybody roll initiative, and let me get the turn order up before you do that. Okay, here we go.
Another
this-
diplomatic success.
Exactly, and let me see. I think I set up a map for this. There it is. Big game. Yep, that's it. And let me move this over here and take this over here. Alright. Moved you guys. It's all dark for you. Alright, let me zoom out some. And move things around. Oh, good. It's not letting me move stuff. Why does Roll20 do this? I don't know. Let me try this. Oh, well, that's what seems to be the problem. Is when it's maximized, it does that. I'm just having to adjust real quick. Let's move this over here. Actually, I'll move this down here. Alright, so. No, that's too far in. Alright, so let me reveal some of the areas so you can start putting your icons on. So this is the path you came from, and you are standing right here. Oh, I don't want to do that. So, you guys, hold on real quick, are standing right here. You have just come around the bend, and there's all kinds of fun people waiting for you. So,
It looks like the initiative was cleared, so do you want us to scroll again, or?
He swapped maps, that's the reason why.
I still see the initiative right here.
Yeah, mine's 17.14, but on our turn order it's clear because you swapped the maps. We were in the beginning part where we dragged the characters out.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll just roll again and then change it back.
Yeah, just clear it. If you cleared
Hey,
the
that's what I got
clear, we
anyway.
can just re-roll.
Alright, let me clear it real quick.
And we just put our original numbers back up.
There you go. Okay.
Oh,
Did
wait,
you
you
just
don't
roll
get
two
confused.
ones for initiative, Jay?
Yeah. That was kind of funny.
Alright, so let's move this over here.
Get it out of my system.
Yeah,
Okay.
right?
These guys are just too
Apparently it
big.
works, because I rolled 18 the third time.
But you're not halfway.
Yeah.
Small. Alright, that's much better. Okay. Yeah, figure out you guys have all come around the bend.
I'll need a token as well. I don't have one assigned.
Okay. Hold on real quick, if you would. Let's say we said there's 8 of them, right?
That's a cute little creature for a boar.
It's actually a werebore. That's what it is.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Spoilers.
Oh, we're seeing it. Unless it's in war shape.
It looks like we're also missing the two brothers on the initiative order.
Two brothers.
Yeah, Meepo
Jim and
and
Nat.
Malaris are not on initiative order right now. We got kicked off again.
Yes, just click on your character and re-roll, put your original number up there.
Yeah, you can click on the number and then change it to what it was before.
Which was 17.18.
And then Nat, to roll initiative, you need to select your token, and then on your character sheet, hit initiative.
Yep, yeah, he's in there now. We're good.
Okay, so let's. So the guy with the red dot is the leader. Okay, and let us. Okay, so something you should know about me is I use set initiative and average damage because it simplifies my life and it makes the bad guys more consistent and stuff like that.
Okay.
The boar is still tied up, right?
Yeah, it's impaled.
And Havilar says he needs a token.
Do you have
Yeah.
pictures already? If so, you can just go to the edit in the upper right hand corner and then click on the little tab and then uplink one.
I think he needs to be a DM to.
DM can do it too. DM will just basically make it where it links to your character sheet.
For now, I guess we could just drag it out and then you'll have a stick figure.
Can we add the nameplates onto Meepo and Malaris?
All right. So I think that is about it. These are all bandits. So who needs a token?
Kevlar.
Avalar does.
Okay.
This isn't even be great for a fireball for a high enough level.
It's true.
But it's also great positioning for burning hand.
That's true. It's almost like they weren't really thinking about combat when you guys came stumbling upon them. Okay. So let's see. Havilar, is there a specific token that you want to use?
If you have a tiefling warlock, that'd be great. If not, whatever.
I don't think I don't have much of anything, really. Papa. I've been mostly doing Shadowrun lately. These are all guys who are part of. Okay.
Oh, you're a vampire token.
Let's see.
It's fine.
All right. Save changes. All right, you should be able to move it now. You guys are over here. There you go. And then I need to do initiative for all these guys. Actually, I wonder if I could do this. I don't think I can. I can. Awesome. All right, so it really doesn't matter a lot. Let me see what these people are going to do. Okay. And okay. Which one is this? Okay. It's always fun getting set up for combat. Whoa, what are you doing? Oh, good. I changed stuff. Stepped out of that. See. Thought I did that guy. Okay. Isn't it
And in
fun?
the meantime, Gade's giving a Dragon Ball like stare down with these halflings that spans like 3 episodes.
They seem to do that a lot, that's for sure. All right, it's everybody on the initiative
Next, he's
order.
gonna start yelling to power up.
Yeah. All right, everybody on the initiative order, and
Holy crap!
okay. So now we get started. Everybody on the initiative order. Everybody ready for fun, and all that quote unquote fun, for me at least. All right. Okay. Cool. So Mr. Big Baddie gets to go first. Let's see what he wants to do. All right. Okay. He is going to shoot at one of you with a crossbow. Like crossbow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So we have 6 players, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Why do we have 7 tokens?
One's an owl.
One's an owl.
Okay. Which? Oh, there's the owl. Doesn't look like. Okay. So, let's see. It doesn't care about the owl. So there are 6 of you. So we'll start from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's do that. Let's do 6. All right, 3. Okay, so who's the red icon here?
Which one? There's 2 red icons.
The one right up
Oh,
here.
that's me, Malthus.
All right, he is going to shoot at you.
15 armor class, because of mage armor.
Okay, cool. Did you cast that before you went into the swamp, or?
Yes,
Yeah, he did.
I
Okay.
typed it in there while you were doing your talking.
Okay.
I told you I'd use
Okay,
my
mage
scroll.
armor.
Gotcha. Alright, so standard. So no, he misses you, and I don't think he gets multi-attack.
I step to the side.
These are okay. All right, that is his turn. Okay, Meepo, it is your turn.
So the red dot is the leader.
Yes, he is the one who was addressing you and initiated combat when you guys were so rude to him.
Well, Meeple heard some talk about burning hands, so he's not going to rush forward. But he's going to walk forward next to this guy and is going to cast Hunter.
Okay.
And then he's going to stab at this. Actually, he's going to hold his attack until someone comes within 5 feet of this guy. That is an ally.
Oh, okay. Sure. All right.
And that ends Meepo's turn.
Okay. All right. That is your turn. Malphus, your turn.
Okay, I do 20 feet there. I put my thumb fingers together and angle it downwards away from the party members.
And Meepo's going to do his attack now.
Actually, let me move down one more.
All right, let's
Okay.
resolve Meepo's attack since he readied in action.
Does this 16 to hit because he has pack tactics?
Okay. So you are hitting one of the bandits. All right. So yeah, you hit him. What is your damage? I assume you guys mean this one right here.
Correct.
Okay.
And he takes 17 damage.
All right, and he is dead.
Nice. Then
Okay.
the rest of these right here, which is the rest of the, 7? There's, 5 more there? I'm going to use my once per day from Racial Burning Hands.
Okay.
DC will be 12.
All right. So who is it all 7 in the area of effect? Because
Yes.
isn't
Well, no, these last 2 by the board right over here are not.
Okay. How is this guy caught in the cone?
Yeah, because it starts off 5 foot. It starts off at you and then goes outward to a 15-foot cone. It goes starts at me, then 2 squares, 3 squares, and I'm just angling it up to 4 squares up to here. I'm angling it downwards away from the party members. That way, the 4 squares of the cone is going to get up to here, and then down here.
Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So let's make some rolls. And they need to make, what was the DC?
DC 10 dex save because it's based off my con for that one.
So the first one, no. Let's see. This one. What'd you say it was? I'm sorry. 13?
DC 10.
10. So the second one makes it. Let's see what the leader has. Okay.
Oh, actually, it is 13. My bad. I'm sorry. For some reason, it's not listing it right. My con is a 17. Huh. All right. So yeah, it's a 13. So 2 fail.
Okay, so 2 have failed. The leader makes it, and then we have 3 more. He makes it. One more. Alright, he fails, and then one last one.
Well, that's why I wasn't listing up. I keep reading as 10 because for some reason it's that bug sheet. It won't let me change.
So he right here, right? Okay. So what was damage? 10?
10.
Okay.
5 if they pass.
Alright. So
Then I finished my last 5 feet of movement, backed up 5 feet.
okay. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
Then I'll say, give up yet?
Let's see. And those are fine. Okay. So, let me do this real quick. All right. So there we go. All right. So looks like David L next, right?
It keeps changing my thing back to I just have to keep working on that. Okay, hang on.
Okay. Oh.
Attack that one.
Okay. So that guy who's diagonal from you, you hit him. You do 8 slashing damage. Yeah, he's dead. Okay. All right. Anything else? You gonna do any more movement or anything?
I'll move over there.
All right, you're gonna get in his face. Gotcha. Okay. Let's see here. This guy is gonna shoot at Malphus because he did the burning hands, which decimated the whole party.
I didn't do it. It wasn't me.
It wasn't me, huh? It's kind of hard to claim that when you walk up and a cone of fire erupts from your hands.
Oh, no. It's just an illusion.
Sure. Okay. Standard 3. 22 to hit.
Oh, that tickled. Okay, yeah. It hit.
Yeah, it tickled. And let's see. You take 4. Hold on. 5 piercing damage. All right.
Ah.
So that was this guy. And then this guy also is going to shoot at you because you're lucky like that. Let's see, 3, right? Yep.
So no one's holding the boar back anymore, right?
No, they have dropped the sphere. when you went, and they miss, I assume, because they got a 10.
Have a
And
15.
yep, and
Possible 20.
the boar is now trying to pull the sphere out of itself, or the spear, and we'll see if it's done that. Doesn't really matter a whole lot. This is this last dude. Did I get rid of the wrong thing? Oh, 2 of them went, right? Okay, so I shouldn't have this. Alright. Alright, Malaris. Or however you pronounce that. Your turn. Oink, oink, oink. Okay.
They said who let the boars out just above it.
Ah.
It said roof, roof.
Alright. What is going on?
I see that Nat's trying to say something, but nothing. I can't hear anything.
Okay, do you guys hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Alright, sorry about that. Stupid mistake on my part. I will just take a shot at the leader with my short bow.
Okay. Go ahead and shoot. So, no. And any movement?
No movement. I think I'll just stay here in the back and hope he didn't notice that.
All right. Havilar, your turn.
All right. Havilar moves back a little bit and then gets an Eldritch Blast out at the leader.
Okay. Shoot away. Uh, 10. No. Let me double check that though. Nope. Bounces off its armor.
And I pretend nothing happened else as well following his.
Alright. And last, any movement, Avalar, before we move on?
Oh, I forgot I can sculpt.
Huh. Alright. So, Gade, last but not least, it is your turn.
Alright, I'm gonna come up over here. I'm gonna
Sure.
just swing at him with my great sword.
The guy right in front of you?
Yeah.
Okay. Swing away.
And that's a no.
No,
Yeah.
you go wide.
Okay.
Okay. That is your turn. Unless you want to do more movement. Although,
Yep.
yeah. Okay. It is Mr. Bossman's turn. 1, 2, 3. That's Owl. Who has done damage to the leader? Only Malphus has done damage to the leader so far, right? So he is going to shoot at you again with his crossbow. All right.
With disadvantage?
Why would he be at disadvantage?
Because he's in melee range with somebody? Unless he has the feat.
Yes. Oh yeah, that is.
I always thought that even if you would only be at disadvantage if you were trying to shoot at somebody you were in melee range with.
Oh no, it's actually as long as you're in melee, you shoot. You're always at disadvantage.
Huh.
So at that time, you should have been disadvantaged when you hit the 22 on me. Did not. Thank you actually for pointing that out.
No, actually, nobody was near him when
Okay.
they shot you before.
All right, well, I guess he'll attack the guy right in front of him. Instead,
You can always walk to me if you want.
well, he'd move out of melee range and take an attack of opportunity. So he, no, it's not going to do that either. So he's going to try and stab you with a short sword, the guy right in front of him. 40. Okay. So, let's see. Stabby. 12, I'm assuming that misses. Alright, and... Okay. That is about it for him. Meepo, it is your turn.
How is the leader looking? Does he seem to be like doing badly, or is he okay?
He's roughed up just a little bit.
All right. So bonus action, move over from a hunter's mark to the leader. Walk up to him. Stab him with the rapier.
All right, roll away. Okay, you hit him. What's your damage? 9? Piercing?
13.
Why do you get an additional... Oh, is it from the hunter's mark?
Correct. Hunter's mark adds a d6 to my damage.
Okay. Alright, 13. Okay.
Just go up.
Yeah, okay. That...
And
You all done?
And Meeple's turn.
Okay. Malphas, your turn.
Oh, he's still up. He's still up.
He is still up.
Right.
He is looking a lot worse, but he is still up.
How dare you shoot me with arrows? I'll do a flyby.
Okay.
And then up over here, and I'm going to blast him with a firebolt with advantage.
Yep, because you used your right?
Yeah.
And, let's see, it's a 12.
I rolled a 12. I don't think that hits.
Let's see. Nope, if you eat it, you beat it. You hit him. What's your damage? 6?
Yes. And if he's resistant, no, he's not. He takes full damage. Elemental Adept Fire.
Okay. He is not resistant. Okay. So that was what, 6? Yes.
Yeah, 6 damage to him.
6.
And finish his movement. Go over there, 60 footer.
Okay. Ken.
I make my movement.
Okay. Okay, you miss. And all that good stuff. Okay. Mr. Doodaroo. This is not working. There it goes. Alright, which one? He is going to attack the guy right in front of him. He has a short sword, I believe. Oh, sorry, it's a scimitar. Alright. Oop-a-doo. Yep. Horrible. Okay, and let's see, number 1, he is a melee range, so he's also going to attack the guy right in front of him. 3. Alright, and he does hit, I'm assuming a 22 hits, this gentleman right here. And it is 4 slashing damage.
Okay.
Alright. Werebor has pulled out the scimitar spear but definitely does not look ready to engage in any form of combat anytime soon. Malaris, it is your turn.
Okay, we're gonna try this again. I'm just gonna take another shot at the leader.
Okay, shoot away. Do not roll. What are you shooting with?
The short bow.
All right, do not roll a 1. Okay, good. You hit him. And sneak attack because you have allies nearby, right? Or engaged.
Yes, that is correct.
Okay, so it's 10. All right. And he is dead. All right. So remove him. Okay. And it's not their turn right now, so you guys get to decide what you want to do with them. Havalar, it is your turn.
Eldritch Blast at one of the next guys.
Okay. Which one do you want to do?
Yeah, that I missed. My bad. I lied.
Okay, you miss. Okay. Gade, it's your turn.
Alright, great sword to the one directly south of me.
Okay. Roll away. You miss. And then basically you guys are either going to kill these people or they're going to run off. So that resolves combat. All right.
I can shoot them faster, further than they can run.
Yeah, it all depends if you want to
I think it would be
kill them or not. It's really up to you because from a game perspective it doesn't really matter to be completely honest, because you're going to get all the treasure you find and all the experience points, although you don't get those anymore, but you would get everything anyways, because you don't have to kill something to get experience, but you just have to defeat it in the circumstances, so depending on the encounter. Okay, cool. I'm going to take a quick bio break. We're going to jump on intermission, and I will be back probably in a minute or two, but if you want to grab a snack or a drink or something like that, feel free to do so, and I'm going on. Cool. All right, that is about it. You guys did that encounter. Okay, so you basically find a spear which is silvered. However, the shaft is really worn down, and so it's unusable. But you can sell the silvered head spear, the silvered spearhead. For what is it worth? 50 gold, and that is about it. So after combat ends and they run off or you kill them or whatever have you, there's nothing else in treasure, right?
Alright, I'm back.
Alright, so no. Ba-ba-ba.
I think it says this word to put the pig out of misery and have some roast pork.
Well, she just pulled the sphere out and she is wounded, but she is going to be able to be alright. She transforms from the werebore into a halfling. Her name is Nelia Bannon. She introduces herself and is extremely grateful for helping her.
Oh.
So basically, there are warring halfling clans inside the flooded forest, and this is a clan that her particular group has a feud with.
Wow. Excellent. So you might be could you help us show us the way to where we need to go?
Yeah. Where are you going?
God, where were we going again? I point to the map.
The Altar of the Smoldering Eye.
There we go.
You're actually going to the Elven Watchtower, which is relatively close. So she says, "Yes, I'm familiar with it, but I don't really know the way. You know, we make a wide berth of that place. You know, a lot of wanty, nasty, nasty place. Why are you guys going there? That is a bad place to be going. Are you sure you want to go there?"
Yep.
Okay.
At least you'll know some of the traps and stuff. That way it can bypass a lot of stuff and their watches.
Okay. Yeah. So sure. So she gives you some tips on the flooded forest, and that is basically going to give you a bonus to your survival checks in dealing with things here in the flooded forest. She kind of outlines some of the hazards and stuff like that. Do you have any more questions for her?
No. Meepo and friends save your life. You come with us. You owe us. You owe Meepo.
And she's got her hand over her wound. She managed to rip away some of her shirt so she can stop the bleeding. And she says, "Yeah, I appreciate your help, but I'm not in any shape to do anything except go back to my clan and get this wound taken care of."
Meepo will reach out a finger, he will touch her, and he will use 1 point of lay on hands to heal her.
Well,
there, now let's go.
She's taken more than 1 hit point of damage. She is down to about...
Meepo has healed you.
Yeah,
you come with Meepo now.
Yeah, so she looks down at the wound and a tiny little portion of it starts to seal. And she says, "Yeah, I don't think so." And she starts to make her way back to her clan.
So they were using silver poles to hold her down?
Yeah, so it's silvered, so it's actually something that will hurt a were creature or be more effective in hurting one.
Who uses the pole arms here?
So you did recover the silvered spearhead, which is worth 50 gold. And we'll discuss gold a little bit after we get off the stream. I do have something that I want to talk to you guys about after that. Okay, that is it. Do you have any other? You're going to try and stop her? You have any other questions? Otherwise, she's going back to her clan as quickly as she can so she can get taken care of.
Malaris is just going to turn to Meepo and just kind of say to him, she's just going to slow us down.
Yep. You will not be able to use fast pace with her. That is for sure.
But you said that she'd be willing to go with us?
No, she is not willing to go with you.
Even after Meepo graciously healed her, she not come with us.
Well, she also said we were really close to it.
Why would we want to take her?
Meepo was quite insistent that she come along. Yeah, that's about it. So basically, you have traveled an additional 5 miles on top of the 3, so it has been 8 miles. So let's get our little tracker out here. It has been 5, right?
Using her information to help.
So that's 2.5. This is 8. Alright, so it's been 4 hours by my calculation.
So it's been 4 hours, and we are how far in?
8 miles.
8 miles?
Yes.
Okay, can we slow down to like slow pace and then use stealth? Because it's only going to take another 2 hours, and we should be out by 6 hours.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, so
Sounds good to me.
now you guys are going to slow, and you can use stealth. And then
That's what we were planning on doing in the first place. Get there, get close enough fast, and then swap to slow.
Actually, we have enough time. You guys want to stop and take a short rest? We could. Unless, of course, we get eaten in the jungle while doing it.
I think we
Time-wise, we have the time, but the GM said that we would just keep getting attacked.
I only took 5 points of damage, so I'm not worried about it. And we could have, maybe she could have probably, since we saved her, we could have went with her and camped at her village. Maybe.
Now, let's just get out of the forest. We'll rest.
Yeah.
Her tribe could be out of the way. So.
okay, so that's about it. You guys are going to continue at a slow pace, correct?
Yes.
Yep.
Yep.
All right.
Fast-paced decisions, slow walking.
Well, I'm not going to bother with that. How long it's taken them. Move on to... Okay. Do. Okay.
For Fallout 76.
So you begin the last. Actually, if you guys are going to use stealth, whoever's using stealth, give me a stealth roll, please. And note your score. Okay.
This is a disadvantage.
No, it's regular because you're going
Doesn't
slow.
matter.
You're going slow. You're going slow. Yeah, if you have chainmail, it is. Okay.
Dice decided it didn't matter anyway.
So you are going the last 2 miles of your travels. It's wet terrain. All kinds of wonderful stuff as you go away. Bugs all over the place. The canopy does open up to open sky, however. And there is obscuring fog, but you can see for the most part. You guys no longer need torches for you people who have don't have dark vision. So the map, one of the crude things on it is an ancient causeway where you can walk because there is water all over the place here, so you would have to swim to get through a fair amount of it. You know, it's swampy, so water, swampy land, water, swampy land, so on and so forth. All right. This path should lead you directly to the tower. So you can vaguely see the watchtower through the fog.
So walking this one path that they're going to be watching is not really a good idea. Being in the water is probably guessing something in there we don't really want to mess with too much.
So your visibility due to the fog is about 20 feet. All right. All right. Okay. Alright.
I'll hold on to somebody who want to be in front of me, and I'll send my owl out for scouting.
Okay,
Walking down.
your owl also is going to have a hard time seeing. The fog is pretty thick, and so anything on ground level. You can roll perception for your owl, though, however, if you want to.
All right. 21.
Okay, great. So you're a little more aware what is going on and patches ahead of you. So your travel pace is doubled because you're actually on a broken stone path. So you're actually going 2 miles an hour, so you're going to be there pretty quickly. However, before you... Here we go. So travels have been doubled, but you see something unusual ahead, so your owl sees it first. And it is some sort of crossroad. There's a 30-foot circle stone there in the middle of the intersection. And there are two human-like figures in red standing at the junction. They make no effort to draw weapons or avoid notice. As you approach, the taller figure raises its hand in greeting. Assuming you approach, if you're going to use stealth, we'll go from there and discuss it.
I think we were stealthing.
Yeah.
Okay, so who's stealthing up to it, and what are your scores?
Meepo will go for sure.
Okay. Malthus is at 15.
Alright, Meepo, what was your stealth?
26.
Okay.
In that 20.
Okay, here we go. There we go. Okay. Let's see. So your lowest score was 15 for you people who are stealthing ahead. Is that correct?
Yeah. If we're all moving together, I guess we just do it as a group stealth.
Yeah, it would be a group stealth. I assume some of you who are not so great at stealth are holding back since you spot these people first. If you all
I give
want
more advance.
Yeah, if you all want to go up, then we will use the worst stealth score of the group, or we use the worst of the people who are actually approaching. So she does get a roll. So let's roll for her. It's basically her job. Actually, we'll do this.
Technically, yeah, altogether, if you do the group stealth, we'll have 15 stealth altogether. If you do by group, because you basically add the numbers together and then divide it by how many players, if we're all going at the same time.
Why wouldn't you choose the worst score?
Because the worst score is 7 when we could have a 15 when you do it that way. That's just
Yeah.
under the group stealth rules, but that's up to you.
That doesn't make a lot of sense, to be completely honest.
Well, you can do it as an individually. You go based on
Yeah.
whoever has the worst. That's your thing. Or you go on group, which you don't necessarily have to average it, but you just take. You calculate how many successes versus how many failures, and if there's more successes versus failures, you succeed. That's how some people do it.
All right.
That's the only way that I've heard of it. Or whatever.
And so you don't have that one person who rolled the terrible stealth ruin it for everybody else.
Yeah, that's the reason why. That's the reason why when you're doing the group stealth, if you do it that way, divide it by everything.
Right. So it looks like there's some combat going on.
No, there's no combat going on.
11 to hit.
No.
Okay, so that's 11's just for fun.
Yeah, it's for me, information wise. Anyways, okay, so who got below an 11 on their stealth score?
Avalon did.
All right.
Yeah, it also rolled below.
Okay, so that's 2 out of 6. So you guys are stealthy. Coming up, what did you want to do? They seem to be standing there, waiting for something.
Do they look like Yankee or humans?
No, they are humans. One is a red-skinned orc, and the other one, I think it's human.
I've never seen a redskin orc. I'm curious now.
Yeah, so yeah, they seem to be standing there.
And how are they dressed?
One of them is dressed like a wizard of some sort, so sort of magic user. Thayan, specifically, if you want to use history, you would recognize that with a decent score. And then the other one is dressed like some sort of warrior.
Hand slaps forehead. Crap.
What are you guys gonna do?
I'm doing follow the leader. Right now I'm seeing through my owl.
Okay. Yep, they are just standing there. How close are you guys gonna get?
History check, see if we recognize. Probably not.
No. It's a little obscure.
Yeah.
How
Because
far
you have
away
to-
is there actually cover? Like, is there trees or anything around that we could hide behind that was, say, within 30 feet of these people? Or is it just
No,
open
you
lands?
are on a stone causeway. All that obscuring you is fog right now. So you can kind of see through it. But if you get within about 20 feet of these people, you're going to be right out in the open.
I suggest everybody we try to go underneath the causeway. You'll be in the water, but we stick close to the sides of it and just shimmy our way across. And then once we get to the opposite side away from them, then we come back up.
Maybe see if we can get a little closer to them first and see if they're talking about anything.
Okay. So roll perception. And how close are you getting?
Maybe we'll get about 30 feet away.
Okay. So if you're going to move separately, give me another stealth roll as you move even closer. All right.
I'll move closer as well and try to listen in.
Okay. All right. She says, "Who's out there? I see you. I hear you. Who is there? Please come forward. We have many things to discuss, travelers."
Jade's gonna move forward, but still not like just popping out and going, "Hey guys, what's up?" He's just gonna try to stealth up
Okay.
closer.
So you get closer. He says, "Yes, please come forward. Is that all there is in your party? We have many things to discuss, travelers."
Yes, only three of us, and Meepo's name is Meepo.
I want to stay out in the fog, out of range of them. So that way, if I need to, with my owl's eyes, I'm going to lob fire bolts.
Okay.
Sure,
Yeah. I usually rule that you have to be looking at somebody directly in order to cast a spell. You can't do indirect fire with a firebolt.
That would just be disadvantage. But okay, I can always shocking grasp if I need to. Or
Yeah.
chill touch.
She says, "Hail, travelers. You simians," her attitude changes remarkably, "may refer to me as Miss Lady. We have no direct hostility with you, but I am," this is the wizard speaking, or the magic user, "I am honor bound to demand a duel of magic spells with one of your group before I will allow you to pass. Who is your greatest spellcaster? Who thinks they are worthy to be tested against my superior mastery?"
Here's an idea. I got a question.
Sure.
Through my owl, since I can see, can I cast sleep in the general vicinity?
No, I do not let you
Oh.
do indirect fire because, to be honest,
That's an AOE effect.
it's a game breaker, right? Because you could put those things almost anywhere and throw spells wherever you want to. So no.
Just hoping if I was in range.
Yeah, if you could see them yourself, sure. And if you flew your owl overhead, that's fine. You could use that to get advantage.
That's what I was doing. That way I can at least try to hit that area as long as it's in range.
Yeah, but do you move forward so you can actually look at them?
Not that close.
Okay, so
okay.
that's what you would have to do, and then your owl would give you advantage, but you don't really need it because they just resist. Right.
So there's a group of like random adventurers, and someone has challenged us. What?
Yeah, there are two standing there. One is a warrior, and the other one is some kind of magic user. And the magic user is asked for your best spellcaster, and is challenging them
Are these
to a
humans?
duel. One is a red scorn orc, and the magic user is a human.
Why does she call us simians?
The orc did.
Yeah,
Oh.
Meepo not Simian, Meepo Kobold. Meepo doesn't know what Simian means though, so maybe Meepo Simian.
Does anyone want to take this person up on it?
I pretend to
No.
fine.
Let's just walk by.
Meepo have quote unquote spells.
I'll pretend to look blind and just be so like that when we walk forward as you're leading me. You're basically like my seeing eye dog, and then my eyes do have the blind.
Meepo's gonna call it to the spellcaster. Like, why you want duel? What point?
It is something that my group, my organization, asked of me in order to advance deeper into the mystical arts. I must challenge all that would cross this road.
Meepo wishes you good luck with that.
And he kind of stiffens up and he says, "One of you is going to fight, or all of you are going to fight. There is no other way past us on this road."
How many are there? Is it
Two.
just the spellcaster and orc?
Spellcaster and the orc.
So, what kind of organization do you belong to?
Well, he
I
says
step out of hiding.
now that he said, well, that really is none of your concern.
So we have to like get into a fight because of your organization, but you won't even tell us. That's none of our concern what organization that is.
Yep.
Must be a weak organization.
I know their
Used
members
to-
have to hide it. How sad is that?
Meepo
Okay.
thought you said talk of honor. This doesn't sound like honor. Meepo
All
doesn't think you have
right.
honor.
All right. Roll initiative.
Another successful negotiation.
I saw that one coming.
Exactly. Hang on. Before you roll, before you roll, so it doesn't freaking
Negotiate.
doesn't erase everything again. Let's see.
Got two rolls already.
Yep. I mean, we were told to, so.
Yeah, he's swapping it to the different.
I forgot. Sorry about that.
Yeah, you'll have to clear turn order again.
I didn't know that Roll20 did that. Okay, so you guys have been walking up this way. And they are standing right in there. Let me go find where they are, actually. There they are.
When I see him starting to like get tense, I basically stop. We'll take you up on your duel.
You can do that on your turn.
I can do that on my turn. Cool.
Okay. So let's look at them. You have insulted his honor. So yeah, he is not interested in talking. Let's see. Okay. Let's see.
Initiative in there.
All right.
Hey, you're still at your Nat 1 there for initiative.
Yeah, but that one didn't count.
As long as you rolled Nat 1s in that and not in the attacks.
Yeah. I mean, it would just mean that I missed anyway.
How do I fix my initiative? I did not select it.
So if you go ahead and roll again, and then you could actually edit the numbers that comes up on the turn order.
Okay. Everybody on there? Okay.
Yep, I think we're all good now.
All right. We are getting started. David L., what are you going to do?
It keeps changing that back. Okay, I was originally not going up with the crew, so am I actually there, or am I farther back?
You're further back in the fog, at least 20 feet back. Otherwise, you'd be out in the open.
I was holding somebody, whoever was in the back. So I don't know who's who. Oh,
So
you're back here.
You can hear the conversation, but the guy with Al's in the back too. So I assume you're carefully whispering what you're saying.
Avalanche token is left on the last map. I can't access it.
Okay. So. Wrong thing. Oh.
And the guy was a human, right?
Yeah, he's some kind of magic user. go. Alright. Battlehammer, it is your turn. What are you going to do? These people...
I think Havilar actually beat me there.
Okay.
No, I rolled 6 first. We have to manually edit it.
Yeah, he rolled a 6 in originally, so
Alright.
go ahead and click that 21 in the turn order and change it
Okay,
to 6.
sorry. Okay. Hang on.
Why are there 2 gates? Stop doing that.
I want the edge of the sorcerer of the darkness to just be on the front rank. So they're in the darkness, but they can see out of it.
Okay.
Oh, darkness targeted me. I target myself.
Okay, so you are covering the party. Right. Okay.
So we can't see them anymore?
No, we're in darkness, but they are not. So we could see them, right? They can't see us?
I don't think that's how darkness works.
No.
Yeah, we can't see out. They can't see in. Everybody's blind.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. Except for
But
me. I'll move
You're a
next.
shadow sorcerer, so you can see through it.
Yeah, actually, in that case, yeah. I guess I just blinded everybody. Sorry, I'll move next turn.
Yeah,
Well,
you
That's
That
okay,
actually-
it happens.
yeah, you don't have to do that if you don't want to. I mean,
One thing you did do though is he can't cast spells on us now because any spell that requires a target of a creature you can see, he can't do because he can't see us. Hopefully.
That's
Yeah.
true. I'll wait here. You guys can move out of it if you want to.
I tell you, it would be like only magical missile because you can still was like shooting into darkness with a bow if he's doing firebolt or anything like that. Just at
Except
disadvantage.
Firebolt also is targets a creature you can see.
Same thing with an arrow targets a creature you see, but you still can shoot into it.
That's just you make an attack roll. It's not
Yeah.
a creature you can see. It's just against a creature. It's a difference in spells. It's rough.
Avalar can see with Devil's Sight, so I'm okay.
Cool.
Okay, so you do cast darkness. Is that what you're saying? Is that true?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you actually going to do your darkness? Yay!
Yep.
Okay. So something like that, roughly. The front rank can see out, but everybody else is covered. Something along those lines.
That's what I was intending, yeah.
Okay. So that is your turn. Did you want to move anywhere?
Already did.
Okay. So, Malaris, it is your turn.
Okay, so I think I'm just going to move back and hopefully someone deals with the darkness here and basically wait until I can see someone. But for now, I'll stay in the back and just see how things go.
Okay. All right.
I think the square is supposed to be 15-foot radius. Oh, I'm centered on me.
Are you pulling me along with you because I'm holding on to you there, Kane? Remember, I was blind.
15, you said?
Yep, let me double check it, but I'm pretty sure that's it.
Yeah, if you cast it centered on yourself, like on like your weapon or whatever you're holding, you could just make it as an aura.
Yeah, darkness is a 15-foot radius sphere. Spreads around corners.
Yeah, it's 15-foot radius. Centered on my belt buckle.
Okay. Would it be 3 out from you? I'm trying to remember. Yeah.
Yep, in each direction.
All
If each
right.
square is 5.
Yeah, each square is 5. I'm not gonna bother with the back one. Okay, so that is the darkness. Laris moved.
Yeah, I think that would be the easiest way to just set it up as an aura. Then you could just manually type in 15 feet radius.
Okay. Anywho, so he screams cowards when he sees the darkness on his turn. Let's see. Is there anything that he wants to do? Okay, so he will do that. Let's see. Okay. And he will stay where he's at. And that is his turn. Okay. Mr. Warrior Dude. What does Mr. Warrior Dude want to do? So if he threw a ranged weapon, he'd be at disadvantage to hit anybody, or how would it work?
It's
Going into
disadvantage
their
to hit.
guys? Okay.
Normally they have to like kind of choose a square and all sorts of stuff. At least in 3.5 they did.
Yeah, I know that's
Not in 5e. The DM
It's just-
can do that if they wish, but
It's just disadvantage.
just disadvantage.
Okay, so he's gonna throw something at.
it doesn't act like the spell catapult, where if it misses one, it goes to the next.
No. So yeah, he's gonna shoot at one of these people in the front. Let's figure out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's see who's lucky. All right. So this individual right here is going to shoot at them, or throw a javelin at them with disadvantage, because it doesn't really have a lot of other choices. Up 5. So it's an 11. I assume that goes wide.
Yep.
And let's see. Oh, 3.
He has a move and a possible bonus action.
So he moves, and that's about it. Actually, let's see. What is his movements? He's going to move right up to the darkness. And he screams, "Come on, you cowards!" Okay. That is his turn. Why are there 2 gates? Is one of those for the owl?
Because one of them is a 1.1 that's original, and then the other one, or whatever, the nat one they
The
roll.
12.1 is the original, and the 1.1 was from when you originally told us to roll in the. Or, sorry, other way around.
We should like just walk away or something. And let
So
him-
delete the 1.1.
Because all I see is 12.1 and 12.1.
Okay, so it doesn't matter. You could just delete one of them. All right. I'm gonna go over here
Sure.
and
So you're stepping off
approach the
the
stuff.
you're stepping off the causeway into the water.
Sure.
Okay, so yeah. Well, you're gonna spend movement climbing up back onto the causeway, but that's
Okay,
about
that's fine.
it. Okay, so you move
All right,
up
and then
to Mr. Wizard Dude. What are you
yep,
going to
and
do?
I'll slash him.
All right, slash away. You miss.
Okay, and I'm gonna go ahead and action surge and try it again.
Okay, roll away. All right,
Okay,
you do 18
18.
damage to him.
I think that
Alright,
made up for all of the attacks that I missed
there you go.
previously.
Dude, space out the 20s though.
I know, right?
Okay, wow. Oh, and that reminds me. Oh, here we go.
Yeah. And that ended my turn, so I guess it's Malthus's turn.
Hold on real quick, I gotta make some adjustments.
Basically, yeah, let's see, do that. I'm moving my owl through the wizard square, doing the flyby. I'm going to be introducing a nice, lovely shucking touch to him through my owl companion, ending up here with his move, finish his move into the darkness. But when you're ready for the shocking touch, I'll go ahead and do the shocking touch.
Okay, yeah, hold on real quick.
It uses the owl's reaction to do that.
Yes. Okay. It sounds good. So Mr. Owl is Kazuring Shocking Grass. So you are
10 points
doing
of damage.
10 points of
And he
lightning
can't
damage.
take reactions. So
And he is dead.
woohoo! That's definitely the reason why he can't take reactions.
Yep, that will keep you from taking reactions all day. Okay. And let's see, Gade went, Malphus went, right?
Yeah, I just finished.
Havilar.
I'll slowly walk up straight.
Were you in the darkness when you cast that?
No, my owl was not. Now remember, I was seeing through my familiar and used my familiar to do my touch.
Yeah. Okay, that would work.
Because I can do. It says under the rulings that I can use touch-based attacks.
Yeah, it can basically carry a spell or use the touch-based attack. Yep.
As long as it's within 100 feet of me.
Alright. So, Havilar, what are you going to do?
I think I'm going to go ahead and use my Eldritch Blast at the standing guy then. I will stay where I am in the darkness because I have double sight.
Okay. So go ahead and roll. Who are you? You're trying to shoot past your buddy and hit the warrior dude?
Yep.
Okay. Roll away. Alright, so you miss him.
He rolled 4 ones.
Okay. Any movement?
Nope, just going to stay there.
Alright. Okay. Meepo, it is your turn.
Meepo's gonna move out of the darkness so he can see. He's gonna pivot around here and he'll just stab this guy.
Okay, stab away. Nope. This guy is
And-
heavily armored.
And that will end his turn.
Okay. That is his turn. Battle Hammer, what do you want to do?
Is that guy wearing metal armor?
Yes, he is.
Okay. I'm going to move up to him, and I'm going to shock and grasp him.
Okay.
Only wish I grasped did more damage when you did metal.
Okay. So you do 2 lightning damage, and then what does it do in the metal armor?
Yep.
What does it? What's the effect because it's metal armor?
Oh, it just gives him an
no,
advantage.
You attack with advantage.
Oh,
And-
so you do hit him, and then you do 2 lightning damage to him. Okay. Gotcha. Okay.
He's also in darkness now because the darkness moved with me.
Oh. Okay. That's actually. I think they're right. Actually, that's not what I want. This is what I want.
You can always move back
Mm.
so we can see him.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
then my
yeah.
owl can't do it.
All it shows is a.
Please move back so then like other people can in.
There you go, that works better.
Yeah. As you go, where is that? All right.
Still,
Ta-da!
your party would like you to kindly move back so we can see him and kill him.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you move up there.
Do you move back, Kian? Please move back.
He can, but he'll have an attack of
No,
opportunity.
he can't
with,
because he can't see him.
Can you
And-
see him?
You literally have to see the target.
he would attack with disadvantage.
No,
You just can't take the opportunity
specifically
attack at
against
all.
targets you can see.
Yeah, reaction.
Ah.
It states that if you have to see the target to take a reaction.
Okay.
It
So
also has no
now you
reaction.
what?
Shock
Okay.
and grasp.
Yeah, that's the sucky part about it.
Okay. So that's your turn. Malaris, what do you want to do?
All right. So since there's some space here now, I think I will move up and attempt to attack him with my rapier.
Okay. Roll away. So no. Okay. Anything else?
And then I will disengage and move back into the darkness.
Oh, it's a rogue thing, right? Bonus action.
Yes.
Okay. So it is his turn. So there's one target that is right in front of him. So that's who he's going to attack.
By the way, it looks like we deleted 2 gauges because I'm not on the initiative anymore.
There's a gate right here. I don't know why.
Yeah, it's not on the turn order, so.
No, I can see you on the turn order right now. I'm looking at it.
But we can't see him on the turn order.
Yeah,
Yeah.
what it was is that just like what happened last time, before you switched the map, you asked to roll and 2 went ahead and rolled.
Alright, so
Then you said, wait a minute, and then you swapped maps.
let me do this real quick. So here we go. Go ahead and punch your number in, if you would. There we go. And then okay, it's Mr. Bad Dude's turn. He's going to attack them. He is attacking with his longsword. Alright. Okay. Okay. Boop. Alright, 6 doesn't hit. He actually rolled a 1 on that. So, let's do
That's
this.
okay. Critical fumbles are nothing. That's homebrew shit. This is AL.
That's true. Okay. Then he is going to roll again because he has multi-attack. And he misses both times. Very disappointing. Okay. That is his turn.
Cool. I walk over and I slash at him with my greatsword. Looks like that hits.
Yes, it does.
Alright, he'll take 8 damage and that ends my turn.
Okay. Okay. All right, that's your turn. Okay, you went. Malphus.
Right, doing the same thing. Fly by him and then going right by him and going up over here, and then with Shocking Grasp.
Okay.
With advantage because he's in middle armor.
All right, go ahead and roll.
25 for 8. And he can't take reactions.
Okay, so 8 damage. That's 18. All right. Anything else? Any movement?
Oh, I want to stay in the darkness.
Okay. Havalar, it's your turn.
Same thing, stay in the darkness and Eldritch Blast him again.
Okay, so... Oh, yeah, I have dark vision. Okay, go ahead and roll.
That's Devil's Sight, yeah.
Devil's Sight, right. So you hit him. Damage, please. All right, 10 damage. Oh, 13 damage, right? Oh, is there 2 rays?
It's only if he's level 5.
So...
He took the first one 10.
Okay. All right, so 10. Okay. So
Yeah, you can also click the word Eldritch Blast under what you rolled. It should roll the damage.
okay. So that is... Avalar, did you want to move or just stay where you are?
I'm gonna stay where I am.
Okay, Meepo.
Meepo will gleefully stab with his rapier with advantage now.
Okay.
And he's gonna smite.
Okay. Crit smite. So you do 19 radiant damage on top of what you do?
Plus the 11 piercing.
Okay. Wow.
Next, you just need to be a rogue also to go with that.
He did.
Alas,
Okay.
with his 6 strength, he's never gonna be able to multi-class.
So, yeah, so that is what?
You don't
30,
need strength to be a rogue.
30 damage altogether, the radiant plus the piercing?
That is correct.
All right, he is dead.
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah, but you do need the strength to multi out of Paladin, so that's not happening for Meepo.
All right. So that is about it. You kill those guys. Treasure. So assuming you search the bodies, the wizard has 60 onyx pendant that's worth 60 gold pieces.
A spell book?
No spell
Does he is a
book.
wizard? Aww.
No, he's a magic user. I don't know if they say what he is, but no, there is no wizard book.
Darn
All right,
sorcerer.
so you are about 300 feet away from the Elven Watchtower at this point. Hope. Does anybody have to go right now?
Nope.
Okay.
No, still good.
All right, let me know if you need to suddenly leave. Okay, so
We
you
should
are...
speed things up though a bit.
Yeah, there is... well, we'll come up to what's going to happen next, and then we'll discuss what we want to do. Okay, so you come up to a 10-foot staircase. And you are continuing along. So this 300-foot path leads you rest of the way through the thorn bushes. But you come up out of the fog. A gruesome sight awaits you. Face down is a corpse of a lizard folk woman. The right side of her body has been almost entirely melted away by a corrosive substance. A pool of acid still sizzles with the foul smell of fumes as you approach. 7 feet away, a leafless sapling pokes out from between the cracks in the stone, and an oddly calm raven perches in its branches. The raven grips a scrap of paper.
Can I tell how long this person has been dead?
You could roll, medicine?
The acid is still drippy, so that's not that long.
Okay, so no. Malthus, you can tell this probably happened a few hours ago.
Yeah.
At the most. Anything else?
Well, he's holding a scrap of paper. I'll be like, look up at that sucker.
Okay.
Or is it?
He's sitting on a branch near the body holding the scrap of paper.
I won't get near it, but I'll use Mage Hand and pluck the paper away.
Okay. So,
I'll stay at 30 feet away.
all right. So, you would have to grab it. Hand can't attack. Oh no.
Can't attack, but I can reach out and grab it. Or whatever.
Yeah, but the raven's gonna try and keep you from doing that. And I'm assuming you can see the hand, or no?
Yeah, you can see the hand. I'm not a arcane trickster, which is invisible.
Okay, so yeah, why don't you make a let's make it a ranged attack roll to grab the paper.
Okay, so I'll just roll my intelligence.
Yeah, go ahead. It'll work.
15.
Sure. The raven looks very upset as you snatch the paper from its beak. And let's see. There is a handout that goes along with this. I think this is it. Nope.
Gotta love Mage Hand.
Alright. Okay, you should be able to see it now. So to sum it up, basically, she was sent out to investigate what has been happening in the flooded forest and report back. And she came of bad things happened to her. So I believe it talks about. Let me look real quick because I don't remember all of it. Yeah, so she's working for the Enclave. So she found that there is a new dragon here in the flooded swamp. It talks about where her lair is. And that is about it. She thought she was undetected, but then there's ink splotted all over the place as though she was killed writing it, or it's blood, either one. So basically, she was writing it, she got killed. And that's about it. What else do you guys want to do? So for the sake of time, since we're half an hour over already, you can go fight the dragon, or you can continue on to the watchtower. It is up to you guys.
Well, we can steal
I
some
like that.
Yunti weapons and stuff like that, and make it look like Yunti attacked the dragon. But that was only if we were able to pull that off. The dragon might go and wipe them out.
So you search the body, I'm assuming. She has a magical short sword +1 called the Fox Blade. So that's unlocked. And let me go over here because I have that. You should write that down. I didn't have a chance to look that up. But if you look in the DM's guide, you can basically find out which magical table it's on. And then you look at the Season 8 player's guide, and based on the table, it'll tell you what tiers and how many treasure points you have to use to buy it.
Fox Blade?
It is called the Fox Blade, and you should be able to see the handout right now. And it says arrows are a magical item here. It doesn't say they're consumables. I mean, you get them in the middle of the adventure, right? But once the adventure is over, you no longer have access to them, but they are now unlocked, so you can buy them. And then you would need to look those up as well. I didn't get a chance to myself, but it is in the Dungeon Master's Guide to find out what table they're on for the magical items. Okay. All that good stuff. What are you guys going to do? You're going to go on to the tower, or do you have time to go fight the dragon?
Do you want to fight a dragon, guys?
No,
It's a great treasure.
Yeah, they normally do have treasure. Or do we want to stop this thing that we're sent for?
We were only sent to go get to an altar, not to go kill a dragon.
Yeah, and use this this candle thing for it.
Yeah, we were just sent to get to the tower, right? And stop what's going on there. If we get killed by the dragon, then that will be what they want to happen. They've allied with the dragon. Or if we get to the tower, we're too beat up to continue.
So roll intelligence.
I'm good at that.
Whoever's trying to figure out what the hell is going on. Okay. So shaft of light comes from the heaven. You are aware of all things, Malpheus. So this seems to be an unrelated matter to whatever the Wanti are up to, is what you would have to guess.
I think
there are a lot of things going on in the swamp, and what the Wanti is doing is one of them. This dragon is another thing that is going on. So it would be a side quest, so to speak, and all that good stuff if you went to kill the dragon.
I think
we
one
had
team
time.
may have allied with the dragon and are trying to use the dragon to keep anyone from stopping them before they finish their what's-its-face.
You don't really know.
All we know is they're allied with it in front of the notes. Well, it's up to y'all. Do you want to take the dragon on if we have time, or do the dragon after we do the thing? Depending on what you want to do. Depends, like I said, if we have time.
Well, all you have to do is go to the Elven Watchtower.
Yeah.
You're right there. That's all you need to do at this point, is go to the Watchtower and go inside. So, yeah, go ahead and vote in chat.
Now it's 2 for Watchtower. I don't really care where we go.
3 for Watchtower.
I made Meepo and them love dragons, and they want to try to go for dragons.
All right, so that's 4 for the Watchtower. So then we decides.
Kobolds are subservient to dragons. He doesn't want to go kill one.
Okay, so no. And we're going to speed things along. There's supposed to be one other encounter before you get to the Watchtower, but we are 35 minutes over at this point. So we are going to skip that. Okay, so you guys get into the tower with plenty of time. The next party who comes along to go to the altar will have a long rest before they have to use the candle. So you guys have been succeeded. Okay, so you go to Watchtower. You whip out the scroll and say the passphrase. A magical door opens up and you go inside and it closes up behind you. And that is about it. You can go to the roof of the Watchtower and you can see the temple from there. It looks like it's basically a squat, half-buried structure. And there looks like there's a giant eye carved into the roof that seems to glow. There doesn't seem to be any defenders between you and the temple from what you can see from the tower roof.
Cool.
Oh, we didn't even run anything EMT on our way. That's awesome.
Nope. No, you did not. So, let's see. I'm going to give us 3 advancement checkpoints, or...
Yeah, you can't do that.
Yeah, well, if you don't want to take it, you don't have to. But I don't...
Okay.
I don't really care if they say there's no fractions. I think that's stupid, to be honest. If you go over
Yeah,
2
the rules
hours,
itself
you should.
says that you're capped at the recommended time for a module.
Yeah.
Yep, that's in the AL rules.
Yeah, I
It doesn't
know.
matter if you go over or go under.
Okay, well, if you don't want to take it, you don't have to. All right, so
Okay.
that is it. Yep. Hope you guys had a good time. And that is the end of the adventure.
So what did we unlock? We unlocked the fox glove and the arrows.
The fax blade, basically, it's a +1 weapon that you unlocked. That's what's on the table. And then the +1 arrows. It's called the fox blade. It should be, I opened up a handout to you. So it should be an available handout for you guys to look at.
Yeah, thank you.
No problem.
Yeah, thanks.
No problem.
Thank you for the game.
No problem. I hope you guys had a good time, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the convention.
Thanks, that was fun.
No problem. Glad to run you through it, and you guys take care.
How you do?
Take care. Thank you.
All right. All right. So that is all of that. I'm going to jump out of here. Actually, I'm going to get rid of this real quick. Boop. Clear. And that's about it. Let me do this real quick. So, exit game. Okay. So that's about it. That was a lot of fun. I had a really good time. At the end, Adventure League is pretty strict about how many advancement checkpoints you get. But, you know, if they don't want to take them, I'm not going to force them. I personally think it's kind of a stupid rule, to be honest. But, yeah, whatever. Yeah, it was a really good time. And then we are playing another game. Alexa, display schedule.
Here's what's on the calendar.
All right, so we are doing the Smoldering Eye at 8 p.m. Eastern. So that is 5 p.m. Pacific time, which is what the convention hours are written in. So I will see you in about 2 hours. And we will be running Altar of the Smoldering Eye, which is part 3, where the adventurers have to go and try and stop this ritual being conducted by the Yuan Ti. So take care. Thanks for watching. You're awesome.